You almost don't see the headline. It's buried under the ones screaming about NVIDIA, about the next earnings call, about the trade everyone's already made. You see it anyway. Memory chips, up 11% in a week. Micron, Western Digital, Seagate, names that sound like they belong in a hardware store, not a portfolio. You don't buy anything yet. You just start paying attention. Everyone is watching the brain of the machine, the processor, the chip with its name in every headline. You start watching the notebook it writes in, the part that remembers. Nobody claps for the notebook, but the brain is useless without somewhere to put what it learns. You do the math on your own time, at the kitchen table, the way you've done the math on everything that ever mattered. Every model getting built needs more of this, not less, not someday, now. You think about the pattern because you've seen this pattern before. The crowded trade gets the applause. The supply chain behind it gets the money, quietly, while everyone's still arguing about the headline. You put in a small position, not a bet on a story, a bet on a shortage. The next week, it climbs again. You don't post about it. You don't tell anyone you were early. You've learned by now that the moment you need people to know you were right is the moment you've stopped doing this for the right reason. 3 months later, the sector corrects. Hard. This part isn't in the headlines either. Memory chips have crashed before, and they'll crash again after this. You knew that going in. You size the position like you knew it. You don't panic. You don't sell. You wait. The way you waited at 19 for a business that made $47 in its first month. By the time the cycle turns again, you're not thinking about being right. You're thinking about the next headline nobody's reading closely enough. The next notebook, while everyone's still watching the brain. You didn't get rich on the stock everyone already knew about. You got paid for reading past the first paragraph.